it's Amelia. In this video, we're going to take a look at AutoFill and Flash Fill. I do want to mention that Flash Fill is only available in Excel 2013 or later. So let's talk about two different ways you can use AutoFill. And AutoFill is available in all versions of Excel up to 2016. If you need to enter a range of months, days of the week, years, or even some numeric information, you can use the AutoFill feature to extend and fill the selection. So for this first example, I'm going to go ahead and type in Monday. And let's say we wanted to fill in the rest of the days of the week, and we don't want to type those in manually. So what I would do is I'm going to go ahead and, starting with the cell that I've typed in Monday, I'm going to go ahead and select a range of cells. Next, from the Home tab in the Editing group, I'm going to select Fill, and then Series. And then from the Series dialog box, I want to click the radio button for AutoFill and click OK. And that's all there is to it. Now there's a faster way, so I'm going to show you a second method. I'm going to use Control-Z to undo that. And instead, you can use the fill handle. So for example, you type in Monday, and then you position the cursor on the bottom right until you see the thin black cross, and then you drag down, and presto, you get the days of the week. Now, it will also work with a lot of other values. It will work for if you put in months of the year, if you put in a combination of, say, like a month and a year. So for instance, let me just show you with January. And I'll use the faster method. And let me also show you that you can combine it. So for example, if I put in the month and the year, okay, that's a nice quick way to fill that in. And you can use numbers too, but you wouldn't be able to use, like if I typed in the number 1, you wouldn't be able to use this pull and drag method. That won't work for numbers. But what you could do is you can use the first method I showed you, which is selecting that first cell and dragging. Just make sure when you select it, you don't position it in the right corner. Just select in the center of the cell and down or across. And then in the editing group here in Fill, you're going to click Series. And then this time you're going to click Linear, or actually it will default to Linear. And then if you're just counting by 1, just put in step value 1 and click OK, and that will automatically fill in the numbers for you. Now I want to show you one more trick that I have used in the past, and it's actually an alternative to AutoFill. That remember, if you're wanting to count numbers, you won't be able to drag down using this little thin black cross. So instead, if you don't want to use the ribbon, I have an alternative for you. What you can do is, after you type the first value in the next cell, go ahead and start a formula. I'm going to press equals, and then I'm going to click on I1, which is the first value, and then I'm going to add 1 to it. And then I'll just point to that cell where I just entered the formula and just copy that down with the drag feature, and then presto, that's another way for you to fill in numbers. Now you can also do it by counting in other multiples. So for example, let me just delete that, and let's say I want to start with 2 and I want to count in multiples of 2. I can do it with my formula, but I can also do it through the ribbon. Let me just go ahead and select a range and select Fill and Series, and this time I'm going to select keep linear, the linear radio button selected. I'm going to put step value 2. Okay, and now it has counted in multiples of 2. So there's all different ways you can experiment with the AutoFill. And I have one more little trick that I want to show you, and this AutoFill trick is only for repeated values only. So let's just say you had a value. That could be anything. Could be a number, it could be a name. I'm just going to use just the word Monday. Just again, it could be any value at all. And then you would select down or across, depending on how you want to fill. And they do have to be adjacent cells. And let me just go ahead and select down, and then what you would do is you can use the keyboard shortcut Control-D, and that's just a quick and easy way to repeat a value. And again, you can do it across as well. Let me just go ahead and put in a value. I'll just put in the word hello, and drag across, and for cross you want to use Control R to go right, and presto, it would fill that in with the repeated values. Okay, so now I'm going to show you Flash Fill, and just another reminder that Flash Fill is only available in Excel 2013 and later. So let's say you have a large worksheet with, say, first and last names, and they're in separate cells and you need a way to join them together. So one way you can do that is through Flash Fill. In this example, I'm going to go ahead and click on the first cell in column C. So the way Flash Fill works is you have to establish a pattern to kind of explain to Excel what you want to accomplish. So I want to go ahead and type in Mary Smith, and now that I've established a pattern, I want to go ahead and click on that particular cell, and next I want to, from the editing group of the Home tab, I want to click Fill, Flash Fill. And I didn't even have to select the range of cells. It just automatically, because I have established that pattern, it looked in the columns A and B, and it automatically joined the words together through the Flash Fill feature. Now I do want to mention that there is another way to accomplish this particular example. Like if you wanted to join several strings together, you could use the concatenate function, which is another one of my favorites. Now to learn more about the concatenate function, that is in video number 8 in the Advanced Functions video. And one more note, if for some reason the Flash Fill is not working as expected, you want to make sure that your Flash Fill option is turned on, and that's in File, Options, Advanced, and under Editing Options, there's a checkbox for Automatically Flash Fill, and you want to make sure that that's checked. Okay, so that's it for today's video. I hope you found this video helpful. If you liked this video, please click like. If you like my channel, please click subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.